Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all really well and thank you for joining me again. So the transitional season is upon us, it's officially September and I'm getting ready to change over my wardrobe, which is so ironic considering this week in the UK is the hottest since I think about June, and it's really warm. It's going to be nearly 30 degrees I think this week, which is just so crazy because we've just been having this almost wintry like weather since the end of June. So it's been 2 months of no summer really, and now we've just got this random week or so of really hot weather, but quite honestly I am embracing it because I feel like we've needed it. Need some sunshine and some warmth. So although it is very warm, I am still kind of thinking about the season ahead. It's not a time to be buying for summer, but it is a time to be planning for the new season so that we don't have any waste in our wardrobe and we really start to cultivate that wardrobe that we desire and dream about. So today's video is actually all about trend pieces that are also classic wardrobe items. So many of us like to keep up with the trends, me included, but also don't want any wastage in terms of buying a trend piece that lasts for 1 season or 2 seasons. And also trend pieces are often something that you can only wear once or twice that season because it's maybe a bit more of a standout or statement piece. But I'm loving this shift that is happening in the fashion world, and that is a shift towards these more classic pieces actually becoming the trend now. So essentially it's taking those timeless wardrobe staples and putting a spotlight on them for that season and giving them their moment. So I'm going to be talking about, I think I've maybe got 8-9 trends to talk about that basically you can wear whenever, that you can keep in your wardrobe forever, but actually are just having that moment of glory at the minute, especially for the new season to come. So piece number 1 is the classic cropped jacket. So we are seeing these around so much. We have been doing since last year really. I think they really took off at the end of winter last year, and we've just kind of seen a rise of it since. We'll be seeing a lot more of this to come. I think the key with this though is to not go too over the top and exaggerated with this trend, and I think that's the same for anything. If you do the trend in a more subtle way, you'll get a lot more longevity out of that piece, and they'll also become more of a classic in your wardrobe. So I've got a few of these crop jackets within my wardrobe. I wear them all the time. You could also do a more cardigan version. I actually spoke about these, is it my last jackets video that I did also on my channel? You can go and check that out, all about kind of staple jackets and how to choose the right jacket for you. But this crop jacket is just that piece that's having that real pull towards it at the minute. We're seeing so many people in them, but they're also such a timeless piece. This is something that you probably could go into your grandma's wardrobe and pull out a version of, because it's one of those things that's kind of always around and always in style. So of course, as we all probably know, Massimo Dutti do some great versions of this. I actually have just ordered like this almost like a periwinkle blue shade from them in this style of cardigan jacket. I have a couple of others from them as well that I bought last season that I've worn so much, and the beauty of these pieces is that they're really great transitional items, but actually they're quite flexible in that you can probably wear them for spring, you can wear them for winter with like a coat over the top, almost like a jumper in itself, or then you could wear them maybe in the summer if it's a lighter shade with maybe like white wide leg trousers. So they're definitely a versatile piece to add into your wardrobe. So item number 2 is the knee-high heeled boots. So of course this is a piece we always probably want in our wardrobes, but I think this year more than ever it's just that item we're going to be seeing coming up time and time again. Again, Massimo Dutti, when I did my roundup the other day, have 2 really great versions, one that's a slightly lower heel and one that's a slightly higher heel, but we'll also be seeing this across the board in all kinds of shops. I think what we need to look for here again is subtlety, not too much zips or kind of gold hardware on it, things like that. Just very, very plain and simple. And again, that will stand the test of time. These are going to be so useful from now right until early spring. Wear them with long skirts, wear them with culotte style long shorts. You can wear them with a shorter skirt if you want to. You can even wear them with like loose leg trousers. They're a piece that I always have in my wardrobe, but I think things to look for are some kind of architectural, structural details, things like a square heel, just those subtle little things that elevate the boot. Maybe a bit of a square toe, something slightly pointed but not too pointed. Essentially, you're looking for anything that isn't too extreme but just has those little points of interest. So with all of these pieces, I will link my favorites in the description box below. So if you are looking to shop any of the trends, I've kind of narrowed down my choices in the description box. But I think you might find that you already have quite a lot of these pieces in your wardrobe that you can pull out from last year or the year before, or you can borrow, like I said, from your grandma's wardrobe, that kind of thing. It's definitely those pieces that you may already own. Number 3 is leather or faux leather. So this is my wardrobe hero within the autumn winter season. Definitely leather trousers, I wear them so much, but I think we're just going to be seeing so much variety of leather around, more jackets, crop jackets, things like waistcoats maybe, blazers, trench coats, also in a variety of different shades as well. I think we'll be seeing a lot of brown leather, burgundy leather around. Definitely a shift from the black. Black will be a big thing, black leather is always in, but I think we'll be seeing that expanded. Again, leather or faux leather is that classic material that we bring out every season, but it's just having its own little moment this year. Number 4 is the rise of denim. We've been seeing a lot of denim on the catwalks. For example, Bottega Veneta really shone a spotlight on denim, and I loved that. I think we see so many of the catwalks and the fashion weeks being very, very unwearable fashion, things that I look at and it doesn't even register to me because I'm personally drawn to more wearable outfits. That's where I get my inspiration from. So to see denim on the catwalk this season was very exciting. I just think it's given it a new lease of life, and I think in terms of denim, there's so much variety out there, so much in terms of shades and color palettes and shapes as well. I think the high street just does denim so well too. I always think Zara denim is really, really good. I've bought my slouchy carrot jeans from them, which I've worn to death. And I know so many of you have gone and bought. They're so useful. Also, Arquette does really great denim, but look to COS as well, because COS's style is a little bit more structural, a little bit more high-end in the design, so I think you'll find that translates into their denim as well. But it's all about a denim that suits you too. There's nothing worse than feeling uncomfortable in denim, and for me, I'm so happy that a slouchier denim is more in style. It just feels so much more comfortable, so much easier to wear in style, and I prefer then pairing that slouchier denim maybe with those more elegant ladylike crop jackets or something a little bit more fitted on top. Number 5 is the power blazer, and we are kind of going a little bit back to the 80s with the strong shoulder, but for me a strong shoulder has been in fashion for a really long time now, to the point where it feels like it's just a part of the DNA of autumn style, is a bit more of a structured shoulder. This season it is a little bit more exaggerated. If you look to the YSL catwalk, they had some really exaggerated shoulders. I personally love that look. I think it's so cool. But you can definitely do this in a wearable way. A structured blazer with a subtle shoulder pad, again, is a very wearable classic piece that you can always have in your wardrobe. And also another tip, you can actually buy shoulder pads, like removable shoulder pads that you can pop into your blazers. So if you have got a little bit of an oversized blazer and want to kind of elevate it and make it feel more trend-led, then just add that shoulder pad in and it will instantly update it without having to buy anything new. Number 6 is the LBC. And by this, I mean long black coat. Again, this is a classic wardrobe staple. I believe everyone should have a long black coat in their wardrobes, to be quite honest. I have one that I wear all the time, year after year, and I also have always had a version of a long black coat in my wardrobe. It feels chic, it goes well for day, it goes well for night, it looks great for the office. There's so many different outfits that require a long black coat, and I think it gives your basic outfit that kind of elegance and structure. So for example, you could be wearing the denim that I mentioned earlier, dress down, slouchy denim t-shirt, and a really nice long black coat, and that will be your finished look. I think, it's all about looking for those small details that's nothing too exaggerated. Maybe you could look for a small shoulder pad. Maybe you could look for really nice button detailing. Another thing that I think is so essential in a coat is good quality fabric. If this is a piece, a long black coat that you'll be wearing time and time again, and then season after season, you want to make sure it's decent quality. It is worth spending a little bit more. And by this, I don't mean thousands of pounds, but even high street brands do kind of their premium ranges and look to good quality fabrics. A nice quality wool always works so well. So yeah, just that's something I think is key when buying coats and blazers, is to look for that fabric. Number 7 is tailoring. So this kind of follows on really nicely from the blazers and the coats. Tailoring, again, is such a classic. I mean, I don't think tailoring is ever out of style. To me, that just feels like a classic way of dressing. But again, it's just having that spotlight on it at the minute. So anything that has a little bit more structure to it. A suit, obviously, for tailoring works really nicely, and a suit is so versatile as well. You can wear them, again, to the office, but also I think outside the box. Wear a suit with trainers at the weekend with an oversized scarf for the autumn. Wear a suit in the evening with a bodysuit underneath or a crop top. And a loose jacket and some great earrings. There's lots of different ways you can wear them. So if you are thinking about a suit, think about what shades would work well. What do you wear all the time? What kind of color palette do you wear all the time? And maybe invest in that, because then you know you can get wear out of that suit, worn together, or then worn separately, tailored separate. Nice blazer, nice chic pair of trousers, always works well. Or you could do it as a skirt suit with a nice midi or maxi skirt. Just adding that element of tailoring will really elevate your outfit, and again, just make it feel a little bit more trend-led without actually being a trend. Number 8 is knitted dresses and skirts. So we're particularly going to see these in a bit more of a longer length this time. I think they're always in fashion. We always see knitted dresses in the autumn winter. You know, it's not groundbreaking. If we are going to do a seasonal update, I would say go for a slightly longer length, but a midi length is always in fashion at this time of year. How many years now have we seen a midi knitted dress in fashion? So, you know, it might be something that you bought 3 years ago that you can still pull out and it still feels on trend. Wear with your knee length high-heeled boots, wear with your big long black coat as well. I love these knitted pieces, dressed up and dressed down. They work well for so many different occasions because they have that ability to dress up and dress down. You could do it as a separate kind of suit set. So you could do like a maxi knitted skirt with a matching top, or you could do it as a dress. You could do it just as a skirt and wear it a bit more with a t-shirt if it's a bit warmer, or a shirt where you are. I think will work really nicely with a leather jacket, would look good with a blazer as well. So lots of different styling options with this too. And my final classic piece that is also a trend is pointed ballet flats or shoes. So we're seeing a lot of these elegant flats around everywhere. There's a big trend for that mesh ballet flat at the moment. To me, that's not a classic piece, so it's not going to be included in this video. I do think they can look quite cool, but I think if you're thinking longevity, the mesh flats are one of those pieces that you'll probably just wear for a season or two. They're not really a classic and here to stay. However, I do feel like this more pointed shape that seems to be very in at the moment is such a timeless piece to have. You can always bring a pointed shoe out in your wardrobe and they always come in useful. So I think ballet flats in a slightly more pointed shape work really nicely to make your outfits feel a little bit more elegant. Again, against some denim, works really nicely, that contrast of something a bit more feminine against the denim, but also a heeled version of the shoe. We're seeing lots of the low heeled versions of these shoes, which I personally love so much. I wear this type of shoe so often just because they're a lot more comfortable in a lower heel, easier to wear. I think they look really, really cool as well, but also still have that polished element. So you could do it in a flat or a heel or both, depending on your lifestyle and what you're kind of looking for. So that is all of the trends. I'd love to know your favorites below, anything that you maybe already have in your wardrobes. I would really like to know that because it's always good to see us re-wearing those pieces that we bought years ago and that still feel in fashion and on trend. And that is what I'm loving so much about this kind of movement at the minute. It just feels really true to my style, but also to kind of the idea of not going and buying so much, feeling that overwhelm in your wardrobe. It's about keeping it kind of focused on those classic pieces that you can rewear and restyle, and that's what I'm all about. And I feel like this trend and movement really reflects that. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also leave me feedback with videos you'd like to see. Would you like me to go into more details on trends and these classic trends? Do let me know. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you hopefully in my next video. Bye.